G'day and welcome to the video on bearings. This is part of the trigonometry course that we're doing, and this is exercise 5.5. So when navigating, there are two conventions that we use to describe directions. These are called true bearings and compass bearings. True bearings are always measured from north, from true north I guess, and compass bearings are measured from north or south and in the direction of east and west. Now that looks a little bit confusing, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump straight to some examples so that you get an idea of what I'm trying to say. They're just two different ways of describing how to, like an angle. And it's like centimetres and inches. They're just two different ways of describing a measurement. This is a measurement of angles. Imagine if I've got this situation here where I've got a compass where north is at the top. So, I guess north, south is down here, east is there, and west is there. And I've got this 27 degrees from north. I would describe this in two different ways, a true bearing and then a compass bearing. The true bearing is always measured from north, and I go all the way around until I reach the line, and then whatever the angle is in between north and the line, that's the true bearing. So in this case it would be 27 degrees true. Now sometimes we put a 0 in front there, so 027, because it is going to be up to 360 degrees all the way around, and that just leaves no confusion there because the 0. But you don't have to have the 0, so you can have it there if you want to or not. The compass bearing is a little bit different. The compass bearing, we start from the vertical, so we either start at north or south. In this case we're going to start at north because the angle's up there. If the angle was down here we'd start at south. We're going to start up here north, and then we're going to go 27 degrees in an easterly direction over here. So whatever this angle is in here, so we go north, and then this angle 27 degrees east. Okay, and both of those two things mean exactly the same thing, just two different ways of describing the angle. Okay, let's have a look at another example here. So again, north is up the top. It can't be 150 degrees. Let's make that instead. Let's make that 50 degrees. Just give me a moment. Okay, we'll make it 50 instead. That's a bit better. Okay. Ooh. Hang on. Okay, we're right to go again. So from here, to work out the true bearing, I go from north and I go all the way around until I get to this line, and then I try and work out what this angle is in here. So this angle there. I know that from north to east, that's actually 90 degrees there, and then I have to add on the next bit over here. I'm not given the next bit, but I'm actually given this bit over here. And I know that each quadrant, or each corner, if you like, is 90 degrees. So if this part here plus this part here is 90 degrees, then I know that if that's 50, this one here must be 40. Okay, so my true bearing is going to be 90 plus 40, which ends up being 130 degrees true. Okay, so from north, go 130 degrees around, and I will get to where I want to go along this direction here. The compass bearing is a little bit different. The compass bearing, I go always from either north or south. In this case, it's easier to go from south because it's down the bottom here. So I write down south, and then I go from south, I'm deviating 50 degrees in the easterly direction. So I'm actually using the different angle for this case. So in the first one I used this angle in here because I needed to know from north, but in this one here I used that angle in there. Okay, hopefully you can understand from that. Two more examples, here we go. Here's another one. I've got, that's north, and that is 73 degrees in there. Okay, so from north, if I'm going to get the true bearing first, I'm going to go from north all the way around to this line here. I know that that part there is 180, and I'm going to add this part in here. Now if this whole thing is 90 degrees minus 73 degrees ends up being 17 degrees. So that's going to be 180 plus 17 degrees. Or another way I could have done this is I could have said, all right, let's go all the way around to 270, which is all the way around to there, and then minus 73, because 270 minus 73 gives me the exact same answer both times. which is 197 degrees. Oop, not that one. 197 degrees true. So either way, it doesn't matter as long as you can get 197 degrees true. That's the final answer. Okay. The compass bearing again is a little bit different. So let's look at the compass bearing. It's north. Where am I going from? North is up here. South is down here. So I'm going to go from south. It's south, and then how many degrees from south? It's not the 73 degrees. From south, I'm going 17 degrees, and then I go east. Not east. Sorry, because this one over here is west. South, 17 degrees west. Okay. Now I'm going to look at question 4, the last question. Again, I want to know the true bearing. So I go from north up here all the way around until I get to the line. That's 90, 180, 270, and then 68. So 270 plus 68, which ends up being 338 degrees. True. Okay, now to get my compass, I go from north because it's up here. And I go from north. I don't go 68 degrees. I go this one in here. So I have to work out what that one is. And it's 90 minus 68, which ends up being like 22. So this one in here is 22 degrees. So it's going to be north, but deviate 22 degrees in the westerly direction over there. Hopefully that has helped you understand the difference between true bearings and compass bearings. If you need any help, please let me know, but otherwise, thanks for watching.